Welcome back, guys, to Chakra OutLoud.
Where we say what we say.
And you don't get upset.
Let's go.
It's nice to be back in the shop. We just got back from beautiful Atlanta, Georgia. How do you guys like Atlanta? How do you guys feel about the entire place?
I
love it. I want to move there. I want to open up a shop over there.
Yeah.
I like the vibe. I like the people. Best interaction with the police officer. I seen black people working at banks with dreadlocks, cornrows. They were so nice, and it's my place, basically. You know what I mean?
I loved Atlanta. I feel like it showed us, obviously, so much love. There was so much respect for the craft in Atlanta. The food is amazing. The strippers are beautiful. It was just honestly like a great experience.
Yeah, everything was cool.
Can we get an applause for now a 15 award-winning artist right here, Malibu Smiley?
Hey!
Thank you, guys.
Well, you did 4 in a month. You show off.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's crazy. How now we have 2 for tattoos, 1 for painting.
We have from Atlanta.
From Atlanta, yes. Was this your first painting trophy that you won so far at the convention? Okay. How did that feel for you?
Pretty good. It makes me want to paint more. Yeah. But I'm still a little bit exhausted, like 100%. From day to day, tattooing kids and all that. And I barely get to finish my painting right now.
Gotcha.
So I'm trying to recoup so then I could get back into it.
Get into the swing of things. Sounds good.
So I've been saying for a long time that I think my guy over here is like one of the best artists in the country, right? And that's a bold statement to make because there are so many artists, right? But we went to Philadelphia, which is the biggest tattoo convention on the East Coast. And he won for his color work. And then we went all the way south, right, where we are not known. Because in Philadelphia, I understand that we've built our presence, right, and we're more of a, like, popular shop, right? I actually think that somebody was like, why are you guys so popular? Anyway, so we went down south where people don't really know us and have never really seen our work, and we killed it, which only speaks to me being right. I genuinely think that, like, you're one of the best in the country. Yeah, no problem.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been working hard towards it,
so when Smiley was tattooing, I can't forget this moment because it was too much for me. When Smiley was tattooing, we went up to go present his paintings, and the work that he had was so it had so much power and energy behind it that when I was walking the pieces up, I literally felt and saw like everyone's head turning to like look at the painting, and I was like, all right, it's like 1,000 eyes on me right now. It was like tattoo artists like halfway doing a piece, and they're just like, I was like, all right, this right here, I'm holding not only art but like a creation of emotions and something that you put a lot of time and energy into, and that was dispersed throughout the entire convention, which is really, really cool to see.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm happy that you got to experience that. Yeah.
I was, but it was dope. Well, before we hop on to our next convention, we just got back from Atlanta. Can we have a highlight of Atlanta? What was your favorite part of Atlanta for the both of you?
You go first.
I don't know, man. The cops, all the cops that I interacted with, even in the convention, were fucking awesome. Yeah. And the food, because we had such a bad experience with the food in Philadelphia that anything that was different from grilled cheese was fucking awesome. And we didn't. There was like variations. Yeah, there were vendors there, Chick-fil-A, really cool stuff. So I really dig the food and the vibe and the fucking strip club. That is
top tier.
Yeah.
You know what I can also appreciate? The hustle behind the Food for Kings guys. They're 2 young black men who love to cook, and they kind of just go into convention centers
and sell their food.
And
those are the ones that were coming with.
Yeah, so they don't have a booth.
So shout out to Xavier and his homeboy. I forgot his name.
Shout out to Food for Kings.
Their
food was outstanding. So obviously we like the food. I love the space where we stayed. We stayed in a beautiful property.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I think overall, like, Georgia is just such a beautiful place. It's so
if
underrated.
Anybody out there is planning on moving to Georgia, do it.
I feel like it's very underrated, but I also feel like that's the next thing, right? Yeah, I definitely do. Yeah, so if you're looking into buying property, maybe Georgia would be a good place to get started, because I definitely think that it's gonna blow up. Like, I think
it's been the place.
Yeah.
People
just haven't known.
We just got there, but the city is clean enough and people were well developed to the point that it's already been a popping place. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We just happen to be there for the first time. But I do suggest for people to move there because I had 2 clients that were talking about Atlanta and North Carolina. I've never been to NC, but I think Atlanta is like by far my favorite city so far.
Also, like the schooling system in Atlanta, I understand that it's like they are really focused in education.
Low property tax.
There. Yeah.
Compared to New Jersey, it has nothing.
The winner.
Yeah. Like Jersey has nothing. Yeah.
What was your least favorite part about Atlanta?
I'm trying to think.
It's a hard one.
I don't think.
It's a hard one.
I didn't experience anything bad, so I didn't have nothing negative to say.
Yeah, me neither.
Atlanta was so kind.
I'm trying to think, but there's nothing.
Nothing. I had 0 negative experience.
If anything, we brought the least favorite part of my day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is fucking Lisa acting up. So we brought it to Georgia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was my least favorite part of the trip. Just sometimes the artists can't hang or handle liquor or
girlfriends.
Yeah, or I don't know. It was a misrepresentation of the shop, and I didn't like that at all.
What was one thing you learned from Atlanta?
Lisa can't drink.
Yeah. That certain people can't hang. You just can't hang, yo.
Yeah.
And this is why me and her spend time alone, because...
So this is the first time...
that we do an outing like that where we drink.
So first of all, we've been doing conventions 11 years, right? We've never partied. Ever at any convention. And so we figured that this convention was like smooth enough that we had an opportunity to kind of go and enjoy ourselves, which is something that we don't do.
Besides that, you and I don't really do anything. We just go to fucking work, go home, deal with our kids every single day for fucking months.
But when we do...
we missed out our vacation, which is in November because I cut my finger. And us going to the strip club and enjoying ourselves on a Saturday, that was a gift for me and her.
Right.
It just so happened that everybody wanted to join in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we didn't force nobody to go. We just put this shit on camera because everybody is like, oh, well, we had to tattoo the next day, and why would they choose a place like that? We chose that place for us.
When in Atlanta.
Yeah, we're
That's
adults.
a me and him thing.
Right?
Yeah.
We're adults.
We opened invitation because we all kind of like were in the same space. And so
it'll be fucked up. We go somewhere, we don't invite people.
Right.
I'll see y'all later.
Where going?
But we did, and then we still get a backlash.
Yeah.
Like, oh, so.
But nonetheless, I do it all over again in a heartbeat. Looking forward to next year's convention. I'm looking forward to staying longer. We're not bringing too much
people, especially Brian's girl, you. Because you be bugging out, bro. Like, you went to a fucking place. You're also an adult. Like, but you live with your fucking parents or whoever you live with or some shit. You should have never went if you feel any type of way. Like, how can you... I keep saying this. How can you go to a car wash and not have your car clean? It doesn't make sense. How you going to come back with a dirty car? If you go to a strip club, you're going to get fucking pussy and titties in your face. Hello? It wasn't Chuck E. Cheese. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? It doesn't make sense to me.
So I think that may be...
You're not going. Ruining my experience again. Fuck out of
here.
So I think that's a maturity thing. I think maybe young and unaware and...
Brian is also young and he was spending cash. And he was making ass. He was.
I am literally tearing. Oh my God, I cannot. I think that in order for you as a woman to be comfortable in a setting such as a strip club, because it's not a titty bar, it's a strip club, you're gonna see everything. And if you want to feel comfortable as a woman, that's the work you got to do within, right? Like you need to know who you are and what you bring to the table and understand that you're there to be entertained. Like these people, they don't care about your man, I promise. They don't give a shit. Maybe a little bit.
That got too much money
but like in the grand scheme of things, unless your man's the one who's like, balling out at the end of the night, dropped 100K on these girls, they don't care. So to just an understanding that if you're at a strip club with your man and just the thought of another woman rubbing up on your man makes you uncomfortable, don't go.
And don't stop dressing like your aunt. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what happens.
We got Baltimore coming up after Atlanta, next convention. What's one thing you guys can take from this convention heading into the next?
So we've done Baltimore a few times, four times.
Baltimore, yeah.
Baltimore shows Chakra mad love. Baltimore is a place where you have to design. So people are looking for designs.
That's one thing we learned about Atlanta.
So Atlanta's custom, and Baltimore and Philly is
also Baltimore is also custom.
Yeah, it's half and half.
Yeah, no, we didn't have any flash when we go.
But that's what I was just gonna say. We never have really flash, so we never test out
how it goes there.
Yeah,
Philly was a big flash place. They wanted all the little small pieces, and Atlanta was more of, hey, I have an idea of something. Can we work on it together?
Yeah,
I got you.
So I'm looking forward to seeing, because we also haven't done Baltimore in a few years. So I'm looking forward to seeing.
And for those who said that there's no money in Atlanta, it's a lie. Money, like, there's money everywhere in Atlanta.
Well, this is where I stand on that. Villain Arts has been doing tattoo conventions for 25 years, and so I highly doubt that such an experienced show would go to a city where they're not going to make bread. You know what I mean? That just
a lot of people automatically assume that Georgia is predominantly black, so when they think black, they think not a lot of money. But the biggest spenders in the United States are African Americans. It's just what it is. They buy the most. So to say that Georgia, there's the money there, is fucking ignorant. Like, there's more money there than there is here in New Jersey.
Facts. There's more disposable income
in that
down
one
there.
city in Atlanta that I saw, and I'm like, come on, man. The black people there are fucking educated, right? The two guys that I tattooed there are doing something awesome. One is an entrepreneur, and the other one is going for a lawyer for law school for criminal justice. Like, you don't get that here. Niggas that I get here is either a thug or somebody that owes a baby mama like some payments.
But I mean, I think that there are professionals all over the country. I think that's not it either. I just feel like Georgia has more.
I came across more professionals.
Fair.
In the short amount of time that I was there, I've been here all my life.
Yeah.
And in the little bit of time, in one day, I came across more professional black people than not. You know what I'm saying? Than over here. So I guess that's what I'm basing it out of.
Before we head off to Baltimore, we do have 2 events here in the shop. We have a flash day and a sip and paint.
Who's doing the flash day?
Lisa.
Okay.
So Lisa's doing flash. I think. I'm not sure if we've started promoting that. I think it's on her calendar. So I do believe that originally it was supposed to be Lisa and Jess, but Jess quit. So
quitter. We're a loser. You're a loser, yo.
Okay, so moving on.
Don't watch this.
So moving on. The Sip and Paint is April 23rd. April 23rd, and it's being hosted by
Mom. So I love Sip and Paints. It's pretty cool, and we're gonna get to do like DBZ.
So we're doing like an anime theme, which means if you like anime and you like booze and you want to hang out, purchase some tickets.
I would love to do a smoke and paint.
It is such a good time.
I think I told you about that, like a puff and paint.
So the puff and paint would be really cool, except we have smoke detectors everywhere, yo. Everywhere. And so it becomes a situation with the fire department, which indeed has shown up a few times. Moving forward.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Before we head into any of the current events, guys, we're going to head into the halftime break.
Welcome, guys.
Welcome back.
Halftime show.
Hi.
So, wait, before we start, I want to mention to subscribe to our YouTube, hit the like button, and let the algorithm know that you like our stuff. Don't forget.
Also, if you own a small business or are an entrepreneur trying to get your business or brand off the ground, please feel free to email, DM, just contact us in any way. And we would love to hear your story. We would love to have you on our podcast.
Yeah, we want to hear. So I guess we could call the same segment like "What Makes You Tick." You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll figure out a nice little something. Have like different owners come in and share the story of how they started up their business, how it's going for them, and all that. I feel like that'd be really cool. One business owner right now, Elon Musk, has challenged Vladimir Putin to a one-on-one
with the president of Ukraine, and
Vladimir Putin.
I'm up for it.
Yeah,
I'm
you
down.
Pay to see
I'll
that?
pay for.
You
I'll pay
like
that? Top money for that.
Okay.
Probably $200. I'll pay on a fight just to see it. I agree. They should duke it out, like with boxing gloves, and whoever wins gets to keep the country. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Simple as that, bro. It's just like not Logan. What's his fucking
Jake Paul?
Jake Paul is offering Kanye West and Skete to duke it out in the ring. He's offering them $30 million each, just a fight, which is dope.
I just think that you should leave people alone. Like, yo, you already got a big ass land mass. Like, mind your business, bro.
Speaking on the Kanye West and Skete thing, as parents, from Kanye's point of view, it feels like he's taking more of a "don't be around my kids" kind of approach. and Skete is like, yo, I'm trying to make this better. How do you guys feel about that situation?
The Skete thing, he's trolling. And then what the media and the Illuminati do is like they're trying to hype something that's gaining traction. So they're trying to feed off of that. They're trying to make money off of that. Yeah. So they're using this fucking guy as a pawn as well. You don't think he's just gonna be another nigga on the roster of Kim Kardashian? She ran through so many niggas. Like this nigga's smiling now and crying later. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be in the same spot that Kanye is in now. I just don't I don't agree with the whole disrespect shit and the cool name behind it and the troll and the I'm laying in bed with your wife and I'm going to take care of your kids. Like, why do you have to say shit like that? This is the type of shit that you get beat up for. Or shot,
so
you know what I mean?
there's a variety of situations, right? First of all, like Kanye West decided to have multiple children with this woman, and now he's upset that his kids are on TikTok. My guy, how did your wife get famous? So to have that expectation that your wife is going to raise your children in a godly way and in a way that you were raised, it's unreal. And though unfortunate, that's just, the cards that you chose to play.
But I also understand the kids are here now. And if he says, I don't want them to wear this or not do this,
right,
it has to be respected.
It should be respected.
So because there's two sides, right? Mm-hmm. She's like, I want to put my daughter on TikTok. And he's like, I don't want you to put my daughter on TikTok. Who's right in this situation? Right?
Well, I think the legal age of TikTok is 13 and she's 9. So right off the bat, legally, she cannot be on there. Right? She can't. She's not allowed to be on there on her own. They're fucking with him. They are absolutely are fucking with him. I also feel like from media reports or whatever, he was a lot less active prior to Skete.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
And you being a bonus dad knows how that works, right? How the dad can be unactive and then you come around and you step up and all of a sudden dad is super active.
Yeah, no, she ain't talking about me because I've been active. Nah,
I'm just talking in general.
She's looking at me like I'm the one that nigga, like I be here. You know what I'm saying? She's talking about her ex-husband and then he coming around after I showed up. So yeah, yes. But I also see and know how the media really is.
It's a money scheme.
And how they twist everybody's stories around. Because, you say Kanye West has never been there for his kids, but you're not with Kanye to know that.
No, I understand. I'm just saying allegedly,
It's just things that you've heard.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, Kanye be having all these blowouts and shit like that. And most of the thing he says is that they don't let me see my kids. The Illuminati's trying to fuck with me and all that. Yeah. And I can see media fucking with him because it's just what they do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So another way for social media to just make some money.
Right.
It's just what it is, Joe.
Also, like, I feel like this guy, what is his name?
Pete Davidson.
He's whack. That nigga's like, he's not even funny.
He's not that funny.
Not only is he whack, but I feel like he's just riding this wave, right? To gain a little momentum, a little clout, some extra money in his pocket.
He was like Ali. You know how we were conversation and she comes out of nowhere and then ruins the conversation? That's what, remember Ali? That if we were in conversation, we would be having a great time, and she would come and say something, and it was like, all right, back to tattooing. That's who that motherfucker is. So, and Soulja Boy got at him yesterday on a video, right? Saying not to fuck with Kanye West.
Only I could fuck with Kanye. I'm like, yo, Soulja, sit down somewhere.
So fuck Pete Davidson, yo.
Talking about making money schemes, there was a dentist in Wisconsin who was purposely messing up teeth to have his people come back and.
Yeah, so he made over $1.2 million ruining people's teeth and having them come back to fix it for more money. And he got caught. He's been charged. His license revoked, which is fucking awesome.
Minimum, right?
Yeah, so that's pretty much fucked up.
Also true story. Like back in the 90s, like the late night, I came to stay here like back in the late 90s, and if you had like government health care, they didn't give a fuck about you. These dentists were finding cavities where you ain't have any, and they was drilling holes where they shouldn't have. And now you have a whole bunch of middle-aged people walking around with like these silver fillings in their mouth that in reality wasn't necessary.
But that's evolution. That's what they used to do before. This guy was messing people's teeth just to make money.
I understand.
That doctor that did that to people back in the day, that was the way to do it.
Yeah,
it wasn't like he was fucking it up. It was just
this guy's purpose is like messing up. That's like smiling and be like, all right, I'm almost done with this piece. I gotta come back, get a cover up the line. Yeah. So that's just like it's fucked, bro. Some people are corrupt to make money.
That's just fucked up, yo.
Speaking of some corrupt people, there were 4 Disney employees that took part in Operation March Sadness, which is a human trafficking
4 amongst 100.
100 people were captured. Caught. 4 of those 100 people.
There was 49 people that was captured like 2 months ago. This is just 4 more part of that whole thing in Disney. There's over 100 people that got caught from Disney World. And projects March Sadness 2, because it was March Sadness 1.
Damn. So
and that was the first one that happened. This is the second one, and 4 more got caught to make it a complete of 100 people that work in Disney that were trafficking kids and stuff like that.
So Disney is the perfect place for your kid to go missing. To go missing,
yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? I've never agreed with having your kids chained and none of that shit, but in Disney, I think
like the leash and everything.
Yeah,
I know it sounds wild, yo, but like I got a nephew and that kid is wild, and I think for his safety, it is best that he be on a harness. Yeah. It's not necessarily like you need to control your kid, and if that's how you're gonna be able to make sure that he's not fucking running off or in traffic or on a conveyor belt somewhere, then you do what you got to do as a parent to keep your child safe. Fuck what society thinks. Who gives a shit if somebody's like, oh, your kid's on a leash? What kind of parent are you? The one who's trying to keep her kid safe. That's what the fuck it is. Not every child is the same, and not every child is going to submit to your instructions. Not every child is.
So I dislike those parents. No, you know why? Because that shit only happen to dads. I've never seen the dads do that, but to moms that be with 2, 3 of the kids and then they have one ahead of them, like it's prone to
something's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. So Mickey Mouse is gonna come with that hug and have a secret compartment. Your kid's gonna get sucked into it, and you can't find your kid anymore. So
if you feel like you need an extra hand, tie your kid up and walk him around. I know it sounds real fucked up, but it's better than losing your baby.
Yeah, for real. WNBA star Brittany Griner was recently stuck in Russia for trying to sneak weed onto a plane. Doesn't even know if it was a pen. More of a sneak. Yeah,
it was a pen.
It was a vape pen.
It was, and it had like hash or something in it.
Not even actual flour.
It wasn't even actual flour. She just had like cartridges or something.
Listen, all I can say is, as an athlete of that caliber, why are you doing these things when you're up there and it's easier for you to get caught because of your stature and shit like that?
Furthermore, it's Russia. You know their laws. First of all, they're not LGBTQ friendly, right? They're not. Second of all, they're not pro drugs. So if you're flying, and I say this to him when we vacation, because it is what it is, you need to be really aware of where we're going and what their laws are in regards to marijuana. Because here, no problem. You have a card, here it is, and you're fine. But the minute that you're like in any other country that is against that, you're going to do some serious fucking time. Yeah. They're talking like 10 years for this woman for one pen.
For one pen. That's like in Thailand.
The first 3 days that she got arrested, I don't think anyone knew of her location or her whereabouts. That's so crazy.
You're in Russia.
Yeah.
You're in Russia, you're black, you're
black,
gay, and you have drugs.
You're a basketball player. It was just like...
It was a bad combo. Like, common sense here.
What's this motherfucker name? The Mello? Is that Mello?
Oh.
His brother that went to Japan.
Yeah. I know what you're
talking about.
Got caught stealing and stuff like that.
Or stealing and some
he
shit.
got arrested. Yep.
And it's like, why are you going to go to these countries and do these things? It doesn't make sense. And the motherfuckers got money. It doesn't make sense to me.
That was, I think, like a year ago, but that one definitely made no sense at all.
You can't find weed in Russia.
Your family has this amazing brand. You're a basketball player. You have all the money in the world. Why are you stealing?
It doesn't make sense, yo. It's when you hang around with goofy niggas that they get you into dumb shit. You know what I mean?
Put you in that position,
bro. Moral of that story: don't hang out with goofy niggas, right?
Yeah, that's it. Don't do it.
Don't hang around goofy niggas. Make your money, not your funny. That's all we got for here on You Guys on the Pod. Smiley, Sarah, Jay.
Let's go. Love you guys. See you next time. Hit our subscribe button.
And a like, comment, share, subscribe.
Share.
We'll see you.
Let them know that you like us.